All right, that was the first 8 bars, including the pickup notes to the first bar. And we're going to call this section A. This is the first section we're going to work on in the piece. Now, this may not look particularly difficult starting out. You see, you just have a couple of accidentals in there. Notice that F sharp and that A natural. Again, make sure that you know those fingerings for that they're automatic. If they aren't, feel free to write in the fingering. That 2 and 3 for the F sharp is unfamiliar to a lot of people. Few things in here that could be problematic that may be unfamiliar to you. The first thing we're going to start with is sostenuto articulation. Now, quite often when we talk about articulation, we're talking about extremes. Legato is an extreme. That means that there's absolutely no space between the notes. And we do have some things in here that are marked legato. Staccato would be the other extreme, where you're actually trying to really put quite a bit of space in between the notes, where there's an audible space. Sostenuto is kind of in between, but it's more towards the legato side. Now, notice that your first 3 notes don't have any articulation marking. It just says sostenuto. So what we're trying to do is we're going to play those nice and long, very connected, but we are going to tongue those notes. I'll play them again for you so you can hear what it sounds like. So you can hear there's not a lot of space there between the notes, but it's still, there's a little bit of delineation, and I'm just tonguing very lightly. Now, one of the things that I want you to do to work on articulation, we're going to use this throughout working on these etudes. It's a little technique I call wind patterning. And wind patterning just means you're just going to blow the air with the articulation. And first we're just going to do it and kind of blow at the palm of your hand like I'm doing. That way you can feel the air and feel the air moving, because the air that you're moving is the sound that you're going to make. You also notice that you don't hear a strong tongue. Listen to this. Now there I'm tonguing really hard. On tuba we just don't have to do that. So try to use not very much tongue, have the air very continuous because we want almost continuous sound, and feel it hitting your hand. Give it a try. Okay, can you feel the air? Good. Now we can also do that through the instrument without buzzing our lips. Now notice I'm moving the valve, so I'm doing everything that I would when I'm playing the instrument except actually buzzing my lips together. Give that a try. See if it sounds the same. You should hear air moving across your lips, but not a lot of articulation. Now let's play it. Your turn? Great. Okay, that's something to continue to work on. Focus on the sound, not so much what's happening here, but focus on the sound. Do the notes sound connected, but do they still have that little bit of articulation at the front? Okay? The other thing that we need to talk about here is the legato. Legato gets a little bit more difficult when we have some large skips on a brass instrument. So if you look at measure 3, you're going to see you've got that F up there on the 4th line, followed by an E flat, then slurring all the way down to a G. Okay, so especially when we have what I call unequal intervals like that, where you have a small interval followed by a large one, that can be a little problematic. So my favorite exercise for work on this, we're going to take out the mouthpiece and actually just buzz that on the mouthpiece. Get my pitch. So there's our first note. And again, we can hear if the notes are really smooth and really connected. Then we go back into the instrument and play it. Okay, give that a try. First buzz. Good. In the instrument. Excellent.